Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we're going to discuss the 4 events that happened the last weekend of August, the August 26th and 27th. They were amazing events. There was a lot of weird tops too. There was 3 webcam events and 1 in-person event. We're going to discuss all of them, and hopefully we can see what this meta is shaping up to be. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So guys, sadly, I could not get the other list for the TAC events. We only got the first place ones. I've looked everywhere, and it's just really hard to get them besides just getting them off of the English Facebook page. So definitely go check that out. I'll leave a link down below. So we have the Tykumis in here at 3, Sora and Joe at 4, and 1 Davis. That's just overlying why this deck does so well. You know, the Roos resources and have hexeblaumon just sit there and go like, you can't touch me. You can try, but I'm going to stop you here and now. You have to remove me. And not many decks can just remove a hexeblaumon that easily. Again, we're playing a different kind of strategy, and if I remember correctly what I heard, he didn't face a lot of decks that would just make this deck cry. He played really well, and that's just from the video I heard and listened to. The main reason why he won a lot of the times was we keep the level 5 and raising, which everybody does, have the Watmon, and then Digivolve into all Force Vidramon. Since they have 2 mons without sources, you'll bring all Force up, use Mad Dog Fire, bringing it up to a 16k attacker, swing in security as long as there's no ties. I mean, the TKs that give extra security, he's swinging in for 2 security checks and just clearing board state. Where Rumon, the promo, the only reason why it's in this deck is for its inheritable, because he's going to have so much hand advantage, because the Tykumis just draw him so much advantage. I played this deck personally, and I can see why he did so well. I'm not joking. This deck is crazy good. So let's talk about the other one. This blew my mind as well. This is pretty much a turbo defeat Omnimon, but black edition. It uses ultimate flares to keep things at bay, hopefully hitting that off in security. Izzy to rearrange the top to see how he wants to play it. The Metal Gurumon's in there for security control purposes, because if he can't kill something, it's instantly hitting the security for that 1 Digiburst, which, muy bien. I love the concept of this deck. And then he would use a Wart defeat to blow up the TKs and stuff like that, just to prevent their opponent from playing out. Just, this deck fluently worked really well, because also the Toy Agumon's inheritable was benefiting him. He was keeping up with decks because they couldn't swing in very often as they wanted to, because he would have the blocker inheritable and just stop them, and then just they won't swing in to lose their mon. And it's just amazing how well this deck performed, and pretty much I congratulate the first place winner. He did really good. Next, let's talk about the tournament report from Latin America, Spain, shall we say? Spain, not Latin America. Why am I saying that? Well, Spain. Spain's event is, first place was War Greymon, Lord Nightmon. So again, splashing in the War Greymon for Lord Nightmon's pretty much mirror matches. War Greymon can just clear out the security with no problem. And I like that he splashed in Eden's Javelin. Eden's Javelin is just a really good card, because yellow doesn't play many options that just go like, hey, I'm gonna just remove it. So at least having the Boulder Arms as your biggest high end is not enough sometimes. So the Eden's Javelin at least gains some advantage, and having the Starmons come down, we already know this happens. Second place was a security control list, which I really do like. It's very spicy in the sense I get why they played the Mimon X antibody, just to digivolve on top of Zord defeat. And then if it had, let's say, Machine Dramon underneath it, it's now able to block their opponent's turn for at least 1 attack, and that's sometimes all you need to just get back into the game. being able to block that one overpowered attack. Having the Shademons come out, that means a free blocker comes in, and just, it's nuts sometimes how good this deck can go off. Then we have Rookie Rush, kind of the basic stapled list. This deck had a really good showing. I mean, it's playing 2 Puppetmons. Most Rookie Rush decks opt out on it, so it's good to see that Puppetmon still makes an appearance here and there. Then 4th place was Tacticianmon, the deck, because they were planning on, I'm guessing they were expecting a lot of Rookie Rush, because Tacticianmon can clear out Rookie Rush boards, and he's really powerful, surprisingly, when he's by himself. Being able to, on the first swing with the Black War Growlmon, let's say you pop Guillimon, you're now at 3 memory plus 14 swing, and then he restands himself, and that all effect activated, then he swings again, and his effects go off yet again. So he just gets really big and really nutty quickly, and just puts in the damage that your opponent just can't handle. Very stock list, except for the fact is it's heavy focus on the Tacticianmon. And he's playing the Gomamon and the Tapirmon, which even surprised me. Most of them dropped the Gabumon out, so they just stopped playing it. This is a Mastamon Lord Nightmon build focusing on 2 Zawart defeats, which isn't bad in all honesty, because it helps against security control and the Lord Nightmon matchup. It just, I feel like it's a little too clunky in certain other matchups that it just can't keep pace with, because if it faced a lot of green, which I don't think green even had a top 8 placing in this event, which is sad to me, because green would have countered this deck. Mastamon can't swing in for game, and then it's just sitting there dud like. Then another Rookie Rush build with no Puppetmons, which is fine. They substituted in for another 5k 2-drop, which is fine. Having 1, 4, 8, 16 5ks is crazy good. It can do something. As you can see, top 6th place. Another Lord Knight variant. I mean, do we have to explain Lord Nightmon at this point? I think not. Then we had a final 8th place showing of Security Control. This one I do really like. It's a high rarity version by the looks of it, which is fine by me. In all honesty, being able to recover, blow up stuff. I get why this deck gets bonkers nuts where people just don't like playing against it. It just feels boring. But again, it's a deck that really does well for itself. Now let's go over to the Italy event. So Italy's event was really interesting. I will leave a link to this article down below. So top 36 was multicolors, red, blue, green. Red was at about 9.8% showing on the top 32. Blue was at 10.7%. Green was 9.8%. Yellow was a whopping 26%, but that's just because we have a lot of yellow variant decks that are hyper focused in the yellows department. We have black at a 9.8 and 17.9, followed purple being the second most played color, followed by multicolor at 17, which isn't bad. They had black Diaboromon, blue Hexeblaumon, blue Imperial Dramon, green OTK, purple Chaos Gallantmon, Tacticianmon, red Shoutmon. We had Security Control, yellow green Rookie Rush was at a big whopping, yellow Lord Nightmon, yellow Lord Nightmon, Mastamon Lord Nightmon, yellow Tribal Greymon. Okay, I want to definitely see if I can find that list. Yellow War Greymon, really powerful. Then we got the final top 8. So we got a purple Tacticianmon, yellow Lord Nightmon, and then yellow green Rookie Rush. So first off, the first place winner was yellow green Rookie Rush. No surprise there. The main reason what I find very interesting is Rookie Rush does a lot better in-person matches, because the variants that your opponent is shuffling and where you get to touch their deck last does help out that final cut or the shuffle, because in the normal circumstances where you are the final person that cuts, you cut how they want. Variant wise, when your opponent is shuffling, there's more chances that you're gonna brick because your opponent shuffled your deck and cut your deck last. Whereas in online tournaments, you are the one cutting it, and then you cut it how they want it. So again, Rookie Rush just has this consistency where it's always going to go off. There's very little time where it bricks. You're always going to have a 2-drop. You're always going to be able to choke your opponent out, and you can just choke them out pretty quickly. Then second place is Michael Baroto with another Rookie Rush list. I get it. This deck is just crazy good. Followed by a Lord Nightmon list with Mastamon Splash. It's just a 1-tech, which I would just call this a Lord Nightmon just in general. It's a very decent deck. We have another Rookie Rush list using 2 Puppet Mons this time. Needle Spray, of course. Then we have the Tacticianmon at 3 with 3 Chaos Gallimon. It's definitely a good tech where everyone's just starting to figure this out. I don't understand why only 1 Matatai. I get that you hate hard dropping these stuff, but I'm gonna at least win 2. Just a very solid tech because you're focusing heavily. Oh wait, this is different. Sorry, I thought this was just regular Chaos Mon. He really teched so hard against Rookie Rush. That's impressive. He definitely, this purple list, Chaos Gallimon. Tacticianmon, he teched in the black card that stops a Rookie Rush deck in its tracks because it was like, hey, I'm blocking you all day. Let's go. So I get it. This deck is really interesting, but no Zawarts at all. He focused heavily on going all in with Zawart defeat. I'm very proud of him. Then we have another Lord Nightmon list. Then followed by yet again a Rookie Rush list with 2 Puppet Mons, 3 Needle Sprays this time. Then 2 Puppet Mons, 2 Needle Sprays. Really good. Overall, this seems like a lot of information that went by. So guys, how do you feel about this event? These last 4 events in August? Let me hear down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!